I think that sounds appealing to a lot of people.
Yeah.
That does not appeal to me.
That's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid of work, but that's just not the kind of work I necessarily want to be doing.
Well, I mean, you got to look at it this way and go, the route that it takes for your business at the price point that your business is, and what I mean by that is the people that pay you
Right.
to come do pest control services at their house, to get to $100 million worth of that type of
Right.
service.
I'm going to be in multiple cities,
Right.
you know, which I'm not opposed to. I'm not opposed to being in multiple cities. I mean, I think I can manage that. It's just like at some point, it's getting to 100 million just to get to 100 million.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you really have to ask yourself, like, am I able to provide the same level of service that I'm currently able to provide
Right.
in that capacity?
Right.
And
And
the answer, who knows?
Maybe.
It's
I
possible.
don't know. Never
Yeah.
been there before.
Right.
But like, I'd much rather, and I don't want to micromanage, but like, I want to keep my thumb on the scale.
Sure.
You know, I want to be involved in the business to a certain degree.
Sure. You're no longer a small business at 100 million.
No.
That's the thing,
No,
too.
no.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to stay a small business,
Yeah.
man. Like a small business, and most people don't realize this, man. Like a small business is defined as at a company with less than 50 employees.
Sure. So I
Right?
mean, it does not have anything to do with the dollar amount.
Right. If I'm at 40 employees, man, like
Right.
we're a multi-million-dollar operation.
Right.
And so like in order to get to like 100 million, I mean, you're talking about like hundreds of people.
Oh, sure.
You know, which at that point I know hardly any of them.
Right.
Which that doesn't. I mean, that's just not how I operate.
Yeah, you're definitely hands off
Yeah,
of a lot
that's-
of things at
You know,
that point.
look, but like, here's the thing: is this is a conversation my wife and I have all the time. Is we want to have that option available to our kids. You know, should they decide to step in and be part of the business, you know, should they have the option to take the business to that level? 100%. We want to make it that easy for them, or as easier than it was for us to do
Sure.
that. So basically, they give you the math on how what your numbers should look like should you want to scale above and beyond where you're currently at.
Okay.
And it's actually not hard math, and it makes sense once they explain it to you, like where your profitability should be, like where your employees like net bringing into the company, like, and then they walk you through like, okay, this is how you weed out the good people versus the people who are just going to cost you a lot of money. So they give you a lot of good tools and information while you're there. They don't give you everything.
Okay.
And this is what I think people need to understand is like you can pay, and it's not terribly expensive to go to this conference.
Sure.
It's just not.
Sure.
I mean, like I think in total it cost us like $3,500 to go to this conference. And what I mean by like is flight, hotel,
Food.
tickets to the
everything.
event, yeah, like all that.
Yeah.
It's about $3,500.
Okay.
Not terribly expensive.
Reasonable.
Sorry if that offends you, but like that's just not a whole bunch of money.
It's reasonable. It's reasonable whenever you're going all the way to another state, you're having to fly, all that. You got it.
Here's what I'll say about that. People that think that that's a lot of money spent, you know, almost 9 times that to get your college degree.
Right.
Right. And I probably learned in 4 days more than you learned in 2 years
There
at
you
your
go.
college degree.